The last time I met Deepika in a mall, it was chaotic, and the only chants that I could hear around was Deepika. Remember the Pune tour?
Yes.
So I think compared to that, this has been quite a nice and calming environment. Also because I think it's in the morning and in the afternoon, and the crowd here hasn't gathered. Otherwise, you can imagine Deepika Padukone being in a mall, right?
Probably. I just guess that this is a well put together event.
Okay, fair enough. Deepika, when we talk about brands and brand endorsements today, I think you're one of the leading actresses who has one of the best brands and a lot of brands associated with her. Most of the actresses say they are not in the number game. They say we don't believe in the number game. But somewhere or the other, would you agree? Everybody is trying to get the best of brands, the best of movies with the best of co-stars.
Sure, of course, but I don't think that necessarily. Of course, I want to do the best brands. I want to do the best films. I'm passionate about the work that I do, so obviously I want to do the best. Similarly, when I do a shot, I want to give it my best. But I don't think that has any bearing on what other people are doing.
I mean, so can we say Deepika is competitive in her own way?
Of course, I've always said I'm very competitive, but at the same time, I think competition is relative. I think I'm very competitive with myself. I think I'm very competitive about. I'm constantly trying to better myself. I'm constantly trying to improve my scale, all the kind of brands that I'm doing, or what I'm doing for my brands, or in my films. So I think for me that is competition, to constantly better myself.
So you never have taken anybody as competition as such, that means any other actress ever?
No, I'm not saying that. I think today everybody is competition. I think everyone who's in the industry today, because there are very few of us, and everyone is vying for a similar sort of role, or there are certain brands that maybe everybody wants to do. But eventually, I think I also believe in destiny, and I think certain films are destined to be for someone. Certain films will always be mine, certain brands will be mine, and I think I can only concentrate and focus on giving it my best.
Fair enough. Deepika, now that you're in the single and everybody's gaping as to, how sexier you look with Cocktail and with the Race 2 promos out. I'm sure everybody is also speculating on whom she's dating and whom she's not. So maybe that is the reason why you're being linked up with Ranbir, or they say like they're very close friends. Would you say?
I don't know what the speculations are. I have no idea.
So you haven't heard the rumors that Ranbir and you are very close friends?
No, I haven't heard this.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take your word for it. But do you miss being in a relationship?
No, because I think if I missed being in a relationship, I would probably be in one.
Okay, fair enough. Taken. Now that we're going to have a ram show out here today, and we see all that. Do you have any kind of thought that goes to your mind again? Because this is again taking a gap. You are busy acting. You're busy endorsing stuff. So when you walk the ramp, does it get back some specific memories?
Of course, it brings back memories of from where I started. But it's also going to be fun. It's ITC. It's a brand that I've been associated for 4 years. I think this is almost path-breaking in a way, because the kind of product that we're launching today is something that the Indian market has never seen. So I think it's a fun time for all of us.
In Hollywood, they say being the Bond girl is like the ultimate sexy avatar and the sexy tag. In Bollywood, what kind of movies or acting opposite which co-star would you think makes you feel the sexiest?
I don't think a co-star has any bearing on the way I feel. I think it's the films that I do and the roles that I eventually choose to do or be a part of. I think that will define the way I feel, or rather I should be feeling what my character, I don't know. I think it depends on the films.
Is it action, or what makes you feel very sexy? What kind of brand of cinema? Is it that Yash Raj typical way of doing it, or you have that action, race?
I don't think sexy, I don't feel sexy. And for me, I think, like I said, I think and feel what my character needs, what my films need. And on a daily basis, I don't even think about myself as much as you're probably thinking of what I must be thinking of myself.
Okay. What is it about, you just mentioned about Imran being commercially successful. So there are also news that you are going to work with Imran. Is that true, first of all?
This is news to me.
But would you like to work with him? I mean,
who wouldn't want to work with him? Of course, I think producers say that he is one of the most commercially successful actors around. And I think the kind of films that he's done, sure, why not?
Fair enough. So there you are. She says she does not feel sexy or think sexy, but I think all of us would disagree because she definitely looks sexy. Thank you so much, Deepika. Rudrani Chatraj with camera person Aditya. Zoom.